How do I move assets, digital assets more, or I guess just assets, around on the ELA ecosystem between different blockchains?
Oh yeah, that is mentioned in the white paper.
Yes.
Maybe you can just, because you had a video on that, right? You can just repeat.
Yeah, so I guess this relates to our sidechain white paper that was released a while ago. It really depends whether you're talking about the main chain, sidechain, asset transfer, or sidechain, main chain, or friend chain. There's lots of mechanisms and processes that are different. So for everything main chain to sidechain, because we merge mine with Bitcoin network, it is proof of work. Merge mine on top of the Bitcoin network for security. In order to prevent all those 51% attacks that keeps on happening these days. So I would suggest to go, look at the sidechain white paper first, and then there's also some couple of videos. I think Chico Crypto did a video on sidechain white paper, cool. And I also did a video on my YouTube channel, and also there's a Medium blog post where I explain how this transfer actually works. It goes into a lot of details, which we could go into detail here, but it would take some time.
We can have the link in the description,
yes.
So you can click the link.
Yes, so I guess to summarize it, POW, main chain to sidechain, on a high level. And then from sidechain, in the sidechain itself, usually you can use POW, but if you decide to use POW, it will use the existing hash power of merge mining with of ELA that is already being used with Bitcoin mining. So it'll just piggyback on top of that. And as long as all these, so if there's, let's say, 2-3 sidechains that use proof of work, they can all merge mine on top of Bitcoin, which is, on top of ELA, which is then merge mine on top of Bitcoin. So they have that, they share that hash power. As far as the sidechain, they can also, I think, come in the next month or the next year. There's we're also going to implement the DPoS, delegated proof of stake consensus, and honestly, sidechains are able to just customize their own consensus if they want to. They're not limited by just proof of work or delegated proof of stake. They can even implement proof of stake, delegated Byzantine fault tolerance, anything really. And I believe if you're talking about friend chains, for that, usually there are 2 stages, I guess. The first one being the exchange will take place using the hash lock. And this is all talked about in the sidechain white paper, which I can't go into detail here because it's a lot. The other, I believe, is through the decentralized exchanges, which I don't believe we have released any details regarding that. I think that will come in the future, how that will work.
And if the question, because they ask the assets, if the assets is not a currency, it's not an ELA or any kind of token, if the asset means some kind of digital assets like a movie, music, so that can go into a kind of exchange, right? You sell it in one chain and you buy another guy buy from another chain.
Right.
It's a kind of exchange.
Right.
Anybody can run an exchange in the ecosystem, right?
Right.
Just simply just buy and sell.
Yes.
And the fund just goes through the different sections, just as Kiran just mentioned.